Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to the Team PhysioFit show, where we break down complex ideas around fitness, break it down, simplify it so that you could actually apply these principles to your daily life and your fitness life and experience all the benefits that fitness has to offer. Okay. So today's topic is actually going to be about high intensity interval training. And it's a very popular methodology of training. Um, I use it personally. I love programming this, especially nowadays with my clients, because of the fact that it doesn't take a lot of equipment to utilize, right? And in addition, it's probably the most effective, one of the most effective techniques to actually help you burn body fat, to specifically target body fat, so that you could kind of start to see a little bit more cut, get a little bit more of those abs to show. A lot of good aesthetic reasoning behind burning body fat. And in addition to it, helps promote body, lean body tissue, lean body mass, right? So you kind of just, it looks good. You kind of get some shape, you get some form, all while benefiting from, increased cardiovascular endurance. What else? More oxygen uptake, lowered resting heart rate. All these things are good markers for a healthy person, for a healthy individual. So, yeah, I mean, HIIT pound for pound is probably one of the greatest methodologies that you can utilize to just increase your fitness in general. So, yeah, with that said, let me go ahead and dive right into this topic, okay? So, HIIT, high intensity interval training, what is it? As I said, it's a specific type of training methodology. Okay, I'm just going to kind of give you a practical example of what it is. So you are going all out, right, for 30 seconds, and then you're resting for 30 seconds, and then you're repeating that for a sustained period of time. Okay, so yeah, it's really that simple. It's really, really that simple. Now, so let me paint the picture even more so for you guys. Okay. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Okay. 30 seconds, choose exercise. Okay. Jumping jacks. You're going 30 seconds of a jumping jack, and then you're resting for 30 seconds. Okay. And then 30 seconds again, jumping jack, 30 seconds of a rest. And you keep repeating this process for, honestly, HIIT probably shouldn't last longer than 30 minutes if you're doing it correctly. So sustain it 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, sustain it for 30 minutes, and then that is your workout. Yeah. And obviously that's a very simplified version of it, but I kind of just wanted to paint that picture so you get an idea of exactly what it is. Okay. Now, let me get a little bit more into the particulars with it, okay? Um, it really doesn't matter exactly what exercise you're doing. What you really have to emphasize when it comes to doing HIIT is effort, okay? The reason why HIIT is so effective in helping you burn body fat, specifically targeting body fat for energy, converting it, getting fat stores, like literally getting the fat stores on your lower stomach, converting that into ATP so that you could get energy to burn while you're working out. The reason why HIIT is so effective, or the reason why HIIT can be so effective, is because you are going all out, max effort during that 30 seconds of work. Okay. And I can't emphasize that enough because, if you ever tried HIIT or you hear people talk about HIIT, sometimes the only reason people will complain that HIIT didn't work is because they're not giving that max effort. They're not putting enough effort to warrant the benefits that HIIT offers. Okay. So let's go back to the practical example of jumping jacks. You can't just kind of lollygag the jumping jacks during your working period. Okay. You have to go all out. You kind of have to reach. You want to get yourself up to your threshold. Okay. And you don't necessarily have to get past that threshold. You don't have to go go gonzo, go balls to the wall or whatever, but you do want to get yourself at least up to that upper kind of 20% of your max heart rate. Okay. And that is important. If you're not doing that, then you're not doing HIIT correctly. Therefore, you're not going to get the benefits that HIIT offers. So yeah. Now, another thing I want to add to this is, that remember you're going 30 seconds on, then you're going 30 seconds off, right? You're resting for 30 seconds. That's why that rest period is there. And that's why HIIT specifically is very effective, is because if you don't have that rest period, you're not able to sustain that sort of effort for a long period of time. Think about sprinting. You're never going to see someone be able to hold their top sprinting speed for over 100 meters or 100 yards, whatever. It's just virtually impossible. As soon as you get to that kind of like 300, even when you get to like 200 yards, for example, you're going to start to slow down. We're just not physically capable of converting that much energy and sustaining it for long periods of time, right? So hence the rest period with the HIIT. You're using that rest period to get your heart rate down, just enough to get it down from it's the upper range of your max heart rate. You just want to get it enough below so you have that enough sustained period, kind of rebalance, get your body back to equilibrium, if you will, so that you could go ahead and go back to that 30-second working period and go all out again. So, it just makes sense, right? To go all out, give yourself some time to rest, go all out again, give yourself some time to rest, and just kind of keep repeating that process. And obviously, if you're doing it correctly, you're not going to be able to sustain for longer than 20, 30 minutes. So, yeah. Sorry, a little bit of a tangent maybe, but I hope you guys were with me. But yeah, like I said, I can't overemphasize the idea of being able to go all out, right, and then resting. That's very important. So that is how to do HIIT, if you will. Now, let me go ahead and get into like more of the science behind HIIT and why it is so effective in burning body fat, okay, and losing weight and all the other fitness related benefits. Two different things, and I'm going to really try to simplify it and dumb it down as much as I can. Okay, the science behind HIIT. Two different terms: supercompensation and EPOC. EPOC is a acronym for excess post-oxygen consumption. Okay, so supercompensation, number one. Supercompensation, you could actually apply that to pretty much any training methodology, right? Whether that's long distance running or resistance training, whatever methodology. But supercompensation essentially is that kind of forced adaptation that happens when you're actually applying exercise correctly. Progressive overload theory, right? The progressive overload theory basically is, one day you're in the gym and you're bench pressing 20 pounds, and then the next time you want to go ahead and go 22 pounds, right? So you progressively overload your stimulus so that you could actually build muscle and build tissue, and you make your body adapt to that external stimulus. So supercompensation is essentially that, right? But I guess the super part is probably being able to break the threshold even more so. You want to really irritate the threshold so you could get a little bit more gain, right? A little bit more progression, a little bit more stronger, if you will. So supercompensation is a huge part of HIIT because, as I said, you're going max effort, right? Max effort during your working period, during that 30 seconds. Because you're going max, you're breaking through your threshold, you're irritating that threshold, that max capability that you have during that specific workout, during that specific day. And you're forcing your body to adapt to become stronger, to be able to uptake more oxygen, uptake more stimulus, so that you could actually get stronger, that you could endure more, get bigger, get stronger, get faster, all those benefits. So that's what supercompensation is, and that is the big benefit behind HIIT. Okay, that's one of the big first benefits behind HIIT. Now, with supercompensation, you have to, the other portion is EPOC, as I said, excess post-oxygen consumption. Now, what's really happening is you're forcing your body to compensate by taking up more oxygen, right? You're uptaking its ability to consume more oxygen in order to endure these tough workouts. Okay, let me give you another example here. So EPOC. Think about a car, for example, when you, after a long drive, a car, even after you turn off, it takes a while for that car's engine to cool down back to its baseline, right? And even when that car's off, the engine is still working slowly to get back into that initial cool level that it was before that long drive, right? Our bodies work exactly the same, right? After a tough workout, after a HIIT workout, what happens is all of our just levels, our hormonal levels, our blood, our oxygen uptake, it's increased substantially, right? And it takes a while for it to come back down to baseline, the equilibrium, right? Our temperature, our our blood circulating within our veins, glucose within our bloodstream. So many things are happening after a HIIT workout. And in order for our body to come back into equilibrium, it takes oxygen, right? Excess post-oxygen consumption. Now, all that oxygen being used, it takes calories, right? It's burning calories it's using calories to be able to get your body back into baseline. So essentially what's really happening is let me pull back. And all those processes that's happening, it takes oxygen, therefore it's aerobic, right? It needs oxygen. Aerobic means with oxygen. So what's happening after you're working out 2-3 hours down the line, your body's constantly burning calories. Not much different than what it's like when you're walking around the block or you're jogging around the block. Walking, jogging, low steady state cardio is an aerobic form of exercise. It's something where you need oxygen, where it's basically using oxygen in order to fuel that sort of movement pattern. You're actually having that same effect after HIIT. And that's what EPOC is. EPOC also is another word or another term in the industry for EPOC is the afterburn effect, right? After you're done exercising, you're continuously burning calories at a very high rate too. So you're super compensating, you're causing your body to become stronger. And in addition, you're burning calories pretty much almost at the same rate as it would be as you're walking around the block or jogging around the block. All the variables depend on your current fitness level, obviously, but yeah. And that is the reason why HIIT is so effective. Number one, you're not working out for a very long time if you're doing it correctly, right? You're only working out for tops 20-30 minutes. And even after the fact, you're working out, you're taking a shower, for example, you're driving home from the gym or whatever the case is, you're burning calories in the same way that it would be if you're like jogging around the block. So it's a double whammy, right? And also too, a lot of those calories too, if you're doing it right, you're burning fat. You're not just burning carbohydrates that's stuck in your muscle. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why HIIT is so effective, right? And if anyone were to ask me, my personal opinion on the quickest way, the most efficient way to lose weight, I would recommend HIIT, hands down, no problem, right? And a lot of it too is because it's so simple, right? It's easy to apply and it doesn't take equipment, right? I guess one could argue that, resistance training in the gym, using heavy weights is a great way to lose weight. Absolutely, 100%. But I think there's some skill involved to losing weight, or I'm sorry, to resistance training. There is a certain amount of skill involved, right? Form, being able to know how to do it correctly, body positioning, biomechanics, things of that nature. It's always, there's always an added variable of skill involved when you have an external stimulus, weights, dumbbells, barbells, whatever it is. But, with HIIT, you don't have to have that external stimulus. You could just use your body weight, right? And you could concentrate on the effort, versus the skill, right? You could concentrate on maximally putting out that effort, getting your heart rate up, keeping it up, so that you could actually, burn body fat. So that's my whole thing with why I would go with HIIT versus weight training. So yeah, just my opinion. Time efficient, as I said. If you're doing it correctly, you're not spending a lot of time. And in addition, as far as quantity within the week, you shouldn't be doing HIIT more than 3 times a week, right? Because you need that rest period in between time to allow your body to supercompensate, right? Allow your body to recover, let those adaptations occur so that you could actually become stronger, uptake more oxygen, burn body fat, so far and so forth. And also the efficiency, right? That EPOC effect, right? Think about it this way. You're doing HIIT Monday, Tuesday you're resting. Now in between that rest period, EPOC is happening. You're burning calories, right? You've caused the effect. You've caused that EPOC effect. So you're burning calories even during your rest periods or your rest days, your off days, right? And that's all I really have to say about HIIT. It's really one of the greatest, and there's a lot of research done with it as well. So you could kind of go on Google and see some research and read for yourself and understand things even more so. But yeah, that is my spiel on HIIT. Now, if you want to dive deeper into HIIT, learn more about it, I've actually created a course. I have a course. I'm offering a course for you all where you could get all the secrets, all the benefits, or understand the secrets, understand the benefits, and just kind of read more on your own time, right? It's a PDF book. I don't think it's no more than 100 pages, but it's very, I've broken it down very, very, very simply for you to understand it, take it in and apply it, right? I have a meal plan that I recommend that you could use when you're doing HIIT, different exercises that you can use to do HIIT, and also just understand the science behind it. And even if it's for you, like, is this something that you should do? Should you get a recommendation from the doctor? Any past injuries? If you had like a knee replacement, for example, is HIIT something that you should do? All that I cover in this PDF, in this course, in this online course. So, and actually too, you'll be able to save a lot of money if you purchase it. Just as a gift from me. I don't know exactly how much I'm actually putting it out there. My team kind of helped me put it on there, but you're saving it, and I know it's going to be less than $20. So, yeah, less than $20. Can you really go wrong? Get all the secrets that HIIT has to offer, learn it all for yourself, and do it all on your own time. So yeah, if you're interested in that, the link will be down below this video. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, just DM me. If you want me to go over any other topics for next week's show, go ahead and DM me. I'll be happy to entertain it and give me some time to do my own research and go along with it. But yeah. But that's it. That's all I got. That's the TPF show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you want to dive deeper into HIIT, go ahead and take my course. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of value from it. So yeah. All right. This is Hiljin signing off. I'll see you next week.